I saw both films. I remember vividly when they came out, um, and just loving them. They just felt so original. There was something so fun about that world and the family, and so I definitely had a little bit of that. Didn't want to go and revisit it because it was a couple of years back, and I think that was good because I think it was important for us to come up with something that felt just new. Well, Morticia is a bit of a classic character, right? I think she's really well known, and there are things about her personality that are just very underlined, and I didn't want to necessarily take any of those things away. She is stoic, and she has good posture, and she is very articulate, and you know, I think she's the mother hen in the family, and even Gomez would admit to that. So those were things that I wanted to hang on to, but I wanted to find a way, since this was an origin story, to you know, subtly bring her in when she was younger, when she fell in love with Gomez, and then slowly, once they've kind of moved in and had this family, that she really kind of like takes ownership of her leading role in this house and in this family. Yeah, Morticia and Gomez they're just meant for each other, and there's no denying it, and it just works. I know, I love the New Jersey aspect of it, because that is exactly where they would end up in this day and age, right? It's just perfect. Well, it's this abandoned, kind of haunted mansion that's standing on a hill, very classic Addams Family environment. And I think it's an insane asylum, like a closed insane asylum. And there's like one last patient kind of like running away in a straitjacket. And so it's perfect. As soon as they see it, they fall in love with it, and it is creepy and abandoned and haunted and dusty and just perfect for them. I mean, I think they're a family that we know, and even if you don't, I think this film is a great end to this world of the Addams Family. But for those who do know the world, it celebrates who they've always been and what I think, you know, their origin has always been. And they are unusual, and they are fascinated by morbid stuff. And I think there's something so refreshing about it, right? I think we all want to believe that we live our lives authentically, especially within our family circle. And this, of course, is a family that is all the way to the extreme, but there's something that is very grounded because they love each other. So even though they're trying to kill each other, they love each other. And you really see that. I mean, they stick together and they protect each other. And but during all of that, yes, they definitely push each other's buttons and challenge each other, especially the kids. But I think at the core, why people really respond to the Addams Family is because ultimately they will always be Addamses, and they take pride in that, and they have never tried to change themselves for anybody. I love the relationship between the two of them because it's really at the core, it's a story about a mother just fearing that she's losing her relationship with her daughter, and it's a new stage. Wednesday is growing up. Yeah, definitely. I feel like what we think a family or the idea of family should look like, or what box it fits into, is definitely something that is brought up in this film in a way that reminds us that whatever we think is normal is something very different for each individual, and that I think this film is incredibly timely. Yes, of course, it's like a really fun film to go and see, but there is an underlying message that I think is a really strong one and an important one for this time in the world that we find ourselves right now, and that is that, you know, being different is not a bad thing, and that we need to celebrate that a little bit more, and the value of what being different gives when you're actually applying it to the mountain of things that a society needs. It's invaluable. And I love that I'm a part of something that carries that message right now in this time.